You ready for this one?
Here we go.
Leg 1 of 20. So this was the start to a 6-week, 7-country and 11-flight world circumnavigation. It was a long journey and a pretty wild undertaking for sure, and the driving forces behind all this self-inflicted adventure was twofold. First, we were to spend 3 whole weeks in Greece on 2 different sailing charters, one with Odyssey Sailing Festival, and the second would be just us, WESail. And we could not wait to reunite with some old friends, repeat offenders as they are now known, and also to see what new ones we could make. Not to mention to get to see a bit of the stunning anchorages and world famous towns around southern Greece.
Is this flight number 3?
Of how many?
5?
Switch off. Please take a minute open the reservation compartment and ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you. Remember, smoking is not permitted.
Boom.
Passage beers. We made it!
We have made
We
it.
made it to Greece!
Oh, John, repeat offender.
I am a repeat
Look,
offender, and
he's
I'm happy
back.
to be one.
All right. Historically, these videos have not only been tough to film, but also tough to edit for a number of reasons. First, it's a little bit because we don't feel like shoving cameras in everyone's faces all the time. But mostly it's that we feel more like partying and being present with everyone, so our filming quality seems to take a bit of a dive. It's also rough to put together because often the audio is unmanageable because it seems like there's always music going combined with about a dozen different conversations all at the same time. So we end up doing a lot of voiceovers, just like I am doing now. So sit back, settle in, and let me guide you through a quicker than normal recap of our 2 charters in the amazing country of Greece. The first one with Odyssey Sailing Festival.
Welcome to the Odyssey Sailing Festival 2024.
Man, these charters are always so much fun, whether we're on our own or if we're with a ridiculously large group like with Odyssey. Which, by the way, is very easy to get great drone shots of, but not so easy to find enough spots for when we roll into town docks in the afternoons. Just saying.
Pretty good shot right there, look at that.
We absolutely love getting an opportunity to share something that we have come to love with all our hearts. To have all these wonderful people come together, and every one of them to a man was dying to get out on the water, as we were. And even though the week's forecast looked very short on wind, today it was simply ideal, with a steady 15 to 20 knots right on our beam, comfortably pushing us along at 8 knots. Greece seemed to be welcoming us with open arms, clearly willing to show us her finer side right from the start, and our first stop definitely would not disappoint. The town of Aegea, on the island of Aegina, was reported to be one of the most picturesque, quaint little towns, and one with an ancient ruin atop the hill behind the town. So we were all excited to get our eyes on our first ancient Greek ruin.
Alright, you guys. Fancy glasses. Alright. Zelda didn't kill us today.
I got you here,
Nice.
Day 1, everyone. Bravo. First passage. First passage. People were coming around. Do you want to say? You're going to be able to see?
Oh yeah, also meet Ellie, our longtime friend from back home, and today, our trusty chef for the charter.
Actually getting cooked because it's a little dangerous. I can't see.
Nice dive, Ellie. Babe, you need a little work.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
You guys both attend.
Nice form, though, Harry.
The idea with these charters is to provide a good balance of sailing miles combined with time together as a group, both in towns and at anchor as well. And we had planned a route that would do just that, with stops being planned about 20 nautical miles apart each day. And since the first night was in town, tonight would be at anchor, and in true Mediterranean fashion, we got our first experience with med mooring. And in true Odyssey Sailing Festival fashion, we turned that anchorage into a pretty sizable raft-up party.
Whoa!
Everyone, order up!
Order up!
Come on!
Are we off?
You're pulling me away. You're fine.
Go, baby, go! No! That's it!
Hold my leg apart.
There is a reason Greece is such a renowned and popular sailing destination, and we were all getting a first-hand look at why that is. I mean, Greece is spectacular. It is just dotted with incredible anchorages, miles and miles of stunning coastline, and the towns, oof, almost countless picture-perfect little towns around every bend.
Okay, so this morning we came in and we med-moored into this really beautiful spot, and we were the only boat, and we're like, oh look how lucky we were, and now look.
We are not the
1,
only
2,
boat.
3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many more boats here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is such
This is wild.
an amazing place.
I'm so glad we got a reservation for it.
I love Greece.
And then there's the nightlife. The only thing we might have complained about was the sheer number of boats scurrying around. something we are definitely not used to after being in the South Pacific for as long as we've been. But I know, we weren't exactly helping these numbers. This does lead me, however, to mention one of the wildest scenes at one of the tightest little marinas I could ever imagine. Anywhere else in the world, there would have been enough room for, I don't know, about 30 boats maybe. But here in Greece, oh no, they have no problem doubling or even tripling those numbers by med mooring on top of med
Oh,
mooring.
they are not joking around.
On top of med mooring, stacking boats on top of boats. It was chaos, pure mayhem, but made for one hell of a show once we were securely tied up. Going under it?
Okay, it's recording.
It wasn't recording that whole time?
No.
Why?
We gotta do this all
I
over
forgot to
again.
push the record button.
Well, that'll do it.
Freaking amateur.
Anyway.
Well, we're here. We got anchored
We're in
after
Hydra.
about 2 hours. Mostly Tom and
How was that though? It was like,
it was...
Yeah, it's all right.
Amazingly, he wasn't ever stressed. It was crazy. Like all those things happening. I don't know what to say.
It's hard to do it a second
all
time.
right, I know.
You
I
do
messed
it.
up. I messed up and I didn't record the first time. So we're gonna take 2, but y'all get the first little disc.
Wow, maybe
Wait,
we're
what?
gonna have to turn this into a take 3.
We're gonna take 3 this one. We finally made it to shore in Hydra. It was a bit of a
It was a shit show, let's just say it,
Wild
like-
West. It's
yeah.
something that we've never been doing ever before. Like
You don't stack boats on boats
No.
in
No.
most places in the world. Here, they're like, yeah, just fucking
no
belly
problem.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very nerve-wracking situation for me. I don't think it was so much for Tom.
No, Tom was like cool as a cucumber. It was amazing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, not so much. I think only because last year when I did the Yacht Masters, I had to do all of that in a monohull, but with a guy with a board, like watching
Testing
you know.
Testing you.
So there was
Yeah.
no guy watching me then. So
Yeah.
instead, just
nothing.
one guy watching you, testing you. There's like every single person on their boat just waiting to watch like the madness unfold. So, but we did it successfully.
Everybody's
I think
happy.
everyone's
But there
very
were boats
happy.
going everywhere. There was, like normally there'd be a lineup, but here they just
Yeah.
come in. And
They just come in.
all
Yeah.
over the place. Yeah,
Right,
there was no
honestly.
like system.
No.
Right when
zero
I
system.
thought that like, oh, we'll just take this spot, it's no big deal, and then all of a sudden 4 more boats just line up and tie up.
And there's
right
nowhere
next
to
us.
go in this
No.
little room.
No.
That was crazy. That was.
And then the ferry came, and then
Yeah.
and then there was one boat that had their anchor stuck, so we were just wedged between the ferry and that
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah. It was
Meanwhile,
wild, man.
More monohull are trying to sneak in at
Yeah.
the same time. I was like, what are you doing? There's nowhere for you to
Where
go.
are you going?
Needless to say, that was quite the experience, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
glad we
Yeah,
did
it was good.
Everybody's
So,
happy. We're in here and it's beautiful.
It
man.
is really
So
pretty.
cool.
Let's go exploring.
Agreed.
Okay.
Go look around.
To this, this thing.
Man, a more incredible few weeks could not be had. I know it really sounds like we are just selling this right now, but it was honestly really that great, and we'd go back in a heartbeat. And if you know this channel at all, then you know we will say it like it is. If it sucks, we would let you know it sucked. But man, it had seriously been 2 picture-perfect weeks. Lovely, good-hearted, adventurous people that we are lucky enough to now call friends. I mean, seriously, better people cannot be found. And some of the most beautiful towns and anchorages we have ever seen. Amazing drinks, incredible food, both on board by Erica and Ellie, and ashore too, of course. And we even got a visit from some local dolphin.
There they are. They are little.
They're little guys.
I know they're little babies.
Oh yeah, we also got a pretty solid crash course on med style life. The dreaded med mooring is now a breeze. Med dress code though might be a little harder to get used to. And med bumper boats. That's also going to take a little while to get used to. Even med slacklining. That was a new one. But seriously, it was a great trip, and we walked away calling each of these people our friends. And as sad as it was to hug everyone goodbye, I know everyone left with a heart full of beautiful memories. And I also know we all had somewhere else to get to. Some headed home, some headed to other legs of their trip, and for Eric and I, we needed to catch a plane for the next leg of our circumnavigation, this time back to the US for the Annapolis Boat Show, something we were very excited to get to be part of again. Hey guys, before moving on completely, we have to give a shout out to Navigari for hosting our charter and doing an amazing job of taking care of our group. This is not a sponsored plug, we're just giving credit where credit is due. We had a great time because of this charter company and look forward to using them again soon. And speaking of which,
We are wrapping up our weeks here in Greece. We just spent 3 awesome weeks here, 2 of them sailing around these islands, one with the Odyssey Sailing Festival and one with our patrons. And I mean, how lucky are we?
it has been incredible. We have spent 2 incredible weeks. They have a little bit different feel between the two. One's a little bit of a party and the next one's still a bit of a party, but with less boats, and both of which have been absolutely amazing. And we are loving doing this. We love to get to share with everybody else what we're doing in this lifestyle. So we're gonna do a couple more coming up.
Next up, we will be in the Bahamas, and then we will do the Odyssey Sailing Festival for the 3rd trip and the BVIs. So we just wanted to let you all know, become one of our patrons, because patrons are the first to know about all of these special events. And let us know as well if you're interested in another destination. We are loving hosting these and getting to explore beautiful places like Greece. All right, cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Right, and it's beautiful and it's lovely, and we're in Annapolis.
We made it. It's awesome. We're so
Yeah.
happy to be here.
We are so happy to be so
happy to be
so
here.
happy that I can't even speak right now, but finally made it to Annapolis after 3 weeks in Greece, and we are here for the boat show.
Yeah, so we've been helping Jeff get ready for it and do all the things, go shopping, get all the liquor, which is a lot. Booze.
This is gonna be a big weekend.
And this is just one car.
There's a lot behind the scenes.
A lot behind the scenes.
None of
Thank you,
everyone's
Jeff,
face.
for putting this together. It's unbelievable. Now it's just about starting to meet everybody and spend the next couple days hanging
Hi
out.
to a lot of our sponsors. Thank them for everything that they do
Sure.
for us, and just generally have a really good time here.
You guys ready?
Here we go.
Let's go. The Annapolis Boat Show is one of our favorite events. It's a great opportunity to meet with fans and Patreons, see exciting new boats and products, and let's be honest, party with all our friends on some of the other sailing channels. Maybe you'll even recognize a few of them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, WESail peeps.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
One of our favorite treats while here in the sailing mecca is to join up with our Patreons on a local favorite here in Annapolis, the sailing schooner Woodwind. She's a magnificent 74-foot wood schooner built after the famous fast shipping schooners that were used throughout the 17 and 1800s. And it is such a unique setting to get to spend a few hours chatting and connecting with some of our supporters. And even though we were not getting blasted with wind, there was still enough to get the sails up, heel her over, and get everyone smiling with a taste of our everyday office view.
Oh, well, that was a blast.
That was a good time.
Yeah. We
so
didn't get
lovely.
blasted with wind.
No.
But it was comfortable and nobody felt even close to sick, so
That was
huge
good.
win.
Yeah, always so much fun. We love the woodwinds
Yeah.
and such a good team. But now we're just going to wander the docks and enjoy the show and meet
Mingle.
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 Boat shows are always fun. Seeing all the people with dreams in their eyes, seeing all the cool new boats and the boating stuff. But there's a bigger reason for us to be here. See, Eric and I have always felt like there isn't a lot we can do to say thank you and to give back a little to our Patreons, supporters, fans, what have you. So this is it. We honestly love getting to meet everyone, and it's not an ego thing. We just love getting stopped and having people, dreamers like us, introduce themselves and having a moment to get to know them and their story, their dream. Man, that's gold. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and happy holidays to all you like-minded dreamers out there. If you are interested in chartering with us, there are still cabins available for our BVI trip in April. Sign up to become a Patreon for early access to these exclusive events. Cheers!
We're we're almost there. This pretty much concludes our circumnavigation.
By air, yeah, wraps it up after
Yeah.
6 weeks.
6 weeks of traveling.
Probably it's the 6 busiest weeks of our entire life.
Oh, for sure. And it's not going to end here because once we catch this flight, we are heading back to Tonga and we are going to prep Ba to set sail.
Yeah, it's a big sail, so
Yeah.
luckily we have people coming to join us.
Yes.
It's all down the road, but
Yeah.
we got to get the boat ready. We've got about a week, and then we'll start looking for a really solid weather window.
When do we get to sleep?
Oh, that when we get to New Zealand, maybe. I don't know. Probably not even then.
All right. Well, I
On
think you should go
passage.
wash your face.
Okay. You take this one. See ya.
You have egg on your face.
Oh my gosh.
11th and final flight.
We're almost done with this.
Almost
Almost
home. Whew. It feels good to be back. Hi, Mom.